Good morning. What is up, my gorgeous Facebook family? How is everybody going? You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach, and I am here to empower you to take control of your relationship with food, create that body and life that you love more than chocolate, because you get to do it all, bam, on your terms. If you're joining me here live, throw that emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here. It is a little bit of a dark and dreary Wednesday morning that I've got going on here. So throw me some sunshine in the comments box. Throw me some sunshine emojis as you're dropping in live to join me, and to all the replay watchers, I am sending you so much love and gratitude, because today I am talking to you about something very, very juicy, and it is the prime number one primo reason that we come up with the delay tactics and put our own joy and progress on hold, constantly on hold. So thank you so much. Jackie's here. As you're joining me, throw that emoji in the comments box. Thank you so much. Lindsay's here. It's so awesome to see you guys. Thank you so, so much. You know me, you know the drill. I've got my green tea here. I thought I'll just sip happily on my green tea as I wait for you all to arrive. So I'm all set. I'm very excited. But this is what we are talking about today. Thank you so much for the love. As you're dropping on live, throw me some love, throw me some likes. It's so great to be here with you all, because we are talking today about the myth of time. The myth of time. Rachel's here. It's so great. How are you, honey? The myth of time, and the fact that time is an illusion, and we use this to trip ourselves up over and over again. When you're thinking to yourself, why do I hold myself back? Why can't I just get with the program and do what it is that I know I want to do? This is why, right? We think to ourselves, oh, I got all the time in the world. Oh, I've got time. I've got plenty of time. Especially look at your age. You look at what's going on. This is what we do. We look at our age. We look at what's going on. We look at where other people are and what stage they're at in their journey. And based on all these factors, we come up with approximately how much time we feel like we have. And based on that, based on how much time we believe that we have, we make all the decisions of our lives, right? Every single decision is based on how much time we think that we have and how long we can sort of fool around with things before it gets to urgency level, and then we have to act, right? You've heard me say so many times, when the pain of inaction becomes greater than the pain of actually taking action, that is when you finally shimmy your butt across and do something. Do something, right? So here's where it rolls, right? This is how it plays out. When we sort of finally think, okay, how much time do I have before I really need to get my act together around my eating? How much time can I fool around with this emotional eating thing before I really commit and do something? We think, okay, how much time, do I have before how much longer can I delay answering the emails? How much time can I spend sort of fooling around on social media and doing these things before I really better get on with the washing, the cleaning, the whatever? How much extra time can I sleep in before I really need to get to work? But the clincher, right? The main one that we think is, how much time can I fool around with this eating gig, right? Pretending that it's not really that important and delay my own happiness before it really hits crunch time, and then I have to do something. Because we fool ourselves. We think it's always time, right? It's time. I can eat this lemon tart now because there's time. I'll just deal with the fallout later. I can always start again next Monday. I can get it right tomorrow. I can try harder next week, right? Because there's time. There's time, right? Isn't there? There's time. Surely I've got time to keep fooling around with this. I can start again next Monday. I want to tell you, if you're here with me live now, and if you're watching the replay, this is one of the biggest lies that we tell ourselves. We feed ourselves these lies over and over and over again. I'll try harder tomorrow. I'll put the effort in tomorrow, not now. Oh, I'm too tired. I can't be bothered. it's too late. And really, there's time. There's time. I can do it later. I can deal with this later, right? Yeah, thank you. What I really want you to get out of this little snippet today is that nada, right? Nothing in our life comes for free. And when I say that, what I mean is everything has a price tag attached. Every decision you make has a price tag attached. You can't say yes to the lemon tart without saying no to something else. Now, let's clarify, right? Because you know me, straight as emotional eating coach, you know the drill. So if you're just dropping on here live, thank you so much for joining me. We are talking today about the myth of time and how we use that as delay tactics to put our happiness on hold. Because here's what we do, right? We think to ourselves, well, if I just say yes to this lemon tart now, I've got lemon tarts on the brain because I did have one over the weekend. If I say yes to the lemon tart now, well then I'll just put my, progress, my happiness, my situation on hold, and then I'll start again, in quotation marks, tomorrow. I'll try harder tomorrow. I'll really put the effort in tomorrow because there's time, right? This is what I want you to get. There's a price tag attached to everything. Every single decision that you make. You can't say yes to one thing without saying no to something else, right? Yeah. Rachel's saying, yeah, we know lying is bad. I even know where you're going with this. Have you heard me say this before? We know that lying is bad, yet we lie to ourselves constantly. Yeah, and we don't even think twice about it. That is so delicious. Yeah, Rachel, I don't know if you've heard me sort of say that before. I have said that so often because it is true. So I love that you brought that up. We think, telling lies to other people, oh, that's bad. Better not tell a lie. But we will tell lies to ourselves all day long if it suits us, and we can weasel our way around the situation, get the result that we want to get. So this is what we do. But here's what I want you to understand. Nothing comes for free. And I'm not saying like nothing comes for free in life. And I'm also not saying that you can't have the lemon tart if you want to. I'm talking about when we fall into the trap of kidding ourselves and fooling ourselves. You know you're not hungry. You know you already ate 3 or 4 lemon tarts, right? But the 5th or the 6th one is sitting there. You're like, well, if I just finish that up, then they won't be there tomorrow. And really, you're already not hungry. You're already not feeling great about yourself. But now we're heading into binge territory. And you start to think, if I could just polish them off, then they won't be there tomorrow and I can start again, right? We've got time. Surely there's time. I can put in a proper effort tomorrow. I'll try harder tomorrow. For some reason, we think when a magical date flips over on the calendar, it's going to be much easier tomorrow than it is right now. Nothing is going to be any easier tomorrow than it is right now. But not only that, it all comes with a price tag attached. A price tag attached. You cannot say yes to one thing without saying no to something else. You cannot say yes to the lemon tart when you know you've already had enough and you're not feeling well and you already polished off half a tub of ice cream and now the lemon tarts are still calling to you. You can't say yes to that without saying no to something else. So what is it, right? As you're joining me here live, this is what we're talking about. It's so great to see you girls here. We're talking about the myth of time and how we will use it to craftily weasel our way around the situation and get what we want, right? So this is what we do. We say, yes, I'm just going to binge now tonight. I'm just going to eat everything that I want. I just don't even care anymore. But tomorrow, it'll be magical and sparkly and the pixies will dance around. I'll get it right tomorrow because I've got time. Doesn't matter. Now I'm eating. Tomorrow, it'll be fine. But everything comes with a price tag. So you can't say yes to overeating and stuffing your face one time without saying no to something else. And if you want to think about it, throw those comments in there. Throw those comments in the boxes there. You can't say yes to lemon tart without saying no to your dignity, without saying no to having any pride in yourself, without saying no to feeling good, physically good in your body, without saying no to weight loss if that is one of your goals. You can say yes to the lemon tart, or you can say goodbye to all those things. You can say goodbye to feeling good about yourself in any capacity. You can say goodbye to having any kind of mental rest because you just start tormenting yourself with this self-hatred. You can't say yes to one thing without saying no to something else. It's just the way the planetary alignment is. It's just the way it rolls, right? Everything comes at a price. Everything has a cost attached. So really, I want you to start to think about it, right? Yeah, Francesca's saying, yeah, I always do that when it comes to workout and eating healthy. Yes. Not today, tomorrow. Oh, I'm tired today. I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow rolls around. It's the same old stories that we tell ourselves. We feed ourselves the same stories again. We just dress them up in a different outfit and then we take them out again, right? This is what we do over and over. And yes, Batista says so true. That's right. This is what we do and it is how we roll. And we've become very, very skilled and really crafty at doing this to ourselves. Now, let me tell you something. If somebody else, right, if you had another person in your life and they were treating you and trying to pull the wool over your eyes the way we do to ourselves, you would see it coming a mile away. They might fool you the first 1 or 2 times. They might be able to pull one over on you and be like, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then they don't. They come up with all these, fancy reasons and fabulous excuses. And eventually you'd be like, I don't think you're actually telling me the truth here. And I don't think you have any intention of doing the things that you're telling me you're going to do. And finally, you would just be like, booting them out of your life because they're inauthentic. They're not living with integrity. They're not in alignment with you and you, like your goals and dreams and desires, who you want to be. They're like, you can feel it's off. You can feel when someone is off like that, right? You feel that energy and straight away you're like, no. Don't even come up with these pathetic excuses and reasons why you can't do X, Y, Z. And, you know, you told me that you would, but now all of a sudden, all these things have happened. You've got all the reasons in the world why you can't. And yet, here we come, prancing into our own lives. It's okay for you, though. It's totally fine. You can promise yourself, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I am not going to sit all night in front of the TV eating Doritos and salsa and pizza and ice cream after I've told myself that it does not serve me to do it, right? I'm not going to use food as a release for my physical, like for my stresses anymore. I'm not going to turn to chocolate every time I have a bad day. And yet, the next time one of those days rolls around, oh, it doesn't really matter. I'll just eat now and I'll start again tomorrow because I've got time. It doesn't matter. There's time. I'll just start next Monday. I'll do it properly next Monday. I'll get it right next Monday. If you're feeling me, give me the likes and the loves and the shares. We do this to ourselves over and over and over. We don't think twice about it. And yet, on a deeper level, inside, it is chipping away at your self-esteem and your self-belief. So it's exactly here, as Rachel said, yeah, we don't think twice about it. We don't think twice about doing that to ourselves. But if somebody else came and did that to you, you would boot them out of your life in an instant. So here's what I want you to think about as we move forward. We are having some midweek mojo today. It's a midweek smackdown, right? As we move forward, I really want you to think about the price that is attached to every decision that you make. When you make those decisions and you go, oh, nah, not now, stuff it. I'm just going to sleep in. I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to move my body. I'm just going to eat the donuts and I'll just deal with it tomorrow. I'll start again tomorrow. I'll get it right tomorrow because there's time. There's time. Really, how much time is there? And sure, there's time. There may be time. You may believe there's all the time in the world. But what is the cost of delaying your happiness, your wholeness, your pride, feeling good about yourself, feeling comfortable in your body? What is the price tag attached? Every time you say no to yourself, what are you saying yes to? Every time you say yes to the chocolate ice cream, what are you saying no to? Start to think about it today as we move forward into the second half of our week here, and we are scooting on in. It is going to be Christmas soon. Before we know what's going on, we are going to be heading into 2017. How do you want to start that year? Do you want to start it from a place of fake, phony promises and, you know, believing that I've got all the time in the world and, well, now it's another calendar year, so I'll get it right for sure? Or do you want to step up now and understand that every single decision you make comes with a price? There is no escape from this. None of us are immune, right? Yeah. So this is what I really want you to get. And thank you so much to everyone that's joining me here. Throw me a like as you drop in live, because we are talking about the myth of time and how we will use it in such a crafty and devious way to get what we want and the results that we want, but we fool ourselves over and over and over. We think we're winning when we turn to food just one more time. Just one more time. I'll just do it now today, but tomorrow, yeah, thank you, right? Tomorrow I'll do better. It'll be different tomorrow. I'll really make an effort tomorrow. No. It has to stop. At some point it has to stop. If it's going to hurt to do it now, it's going to hurt just as much to do it tomorrow. So at what point do you rip the Band-Aid off and just do it? Just do it. Every tiny step forward is going to boost your esteem, and it's going to help you know that yes, it is possible, and yes, you can do it, because eventually, the price of inaction becomes so high and so painful that you will at that point be forced to move forward. And what I want to suggest to you today is don't wait for it to reach that place. Don't wait for it to get that bad that you now hate yourself so much and cannot stand your body so much, and it is so uncomfortable to physically live in your body and in a mind that you're in constant torment that now you have to take action. Why not be proactive? Why not? Why not be proactive and come at it from a place of choice and decision instead of feeling like you're being forced into it? And now it really sucks because everything sucks in your life, right? So this is what I wanted to share with you today, and this is what I'm talking about, the true cost of inaction, the true cost of every time we say yes to one thing, what are we actually saying no to? We're saying no to our comfort in our body. We're saying no to being, at a weight that we feel good about. We're saying no to feeling good in ourselves and who we are as people on this planet. The cost is high. The cost is high, which is what I want to suggest to you. This is what we talk about in Ditch the Diet Bootcamp. And as you've heard me say, I'm so super excited about this because we do have the next round is starting next Monday. And I know the girls are so excited. They're like, I had somebody message me today. She's like, 5 more days. I can't wait. I'm like, I know. So it is very exciting. It is super exciting. The reason I am like totally vibing about this round is because it is different and it is a one-time only round that I have never done before. And I am telling you right now, will never be happening again. I'm doing this as a one-time only, and it is a round of Ditch the Diet online bootcamp coated in a delicious chocolate icing of private coaching as well. Private coaching is added and included, so we are all in the groove and in the vibe together. It's in a private Facebook group, and it's for 10 women only. 10. Well, and men can join. We're not exclusive here. It's for 10 people only. So there are 10 places available. And why I wanted to share this with you is because I really get it about the delay tactics that we use and we sort of fool ourselves with. I get it with the price that things come at. And I know how painful it is to live in that zone of, I'll just do it tomorrow, I'll deal with it tomorrow, surely there's time, I just don't want to know about it right now. Living that way is living like at, a sub level, and it's not all you can be, and it's not who you were born to be. So this is what we sort of deal with in the boot camp. We are talking about really the most delicious combination, as I said, of the boot camp with the 5 eating codes that have changed the lives now of nearly 700 women around the globe. So it is super exciting, but we've got the private coaching aspect now so that it's like your particular and unique sticking points, boom, out the door. So we're really looking at busting through the resistance and the procrastination and the self-sabotage tactics, just like this one, that we use, right? The illusion of time, believing the stories that we tell ourselves, coding them in, fluffy marshmallow and thinking it's going to be better and easier and faster, quicker, stronger tomorrow. But it's now. All we have is now. That illusion of time that we fool ourselves with, it is just an illusion. There is only now. Now is the time to take action. And if you've been one of those people that has been thinking, I've just been putting this off and putting it off and putting it off, and in the process of putting things off, we are putting off our entire life. We just think that we can I spoke to somebody yesterday, I'm like, I know, wouldn't it be great if we could hit the pause button on our life, eat, party, do whatever you want to do. There's absolutely no price and no cost attached to it. And when you're ready, then you can just unpause and carry on with your life. Well, unfortunately, until they invent the app for that, we need to just progress with things the way they are, and there is no pause button for your life. Eating now and thinking that you can just resume your life tomorrow is never going to work. Eating now, stuffing your face now, and thinking that tomorrow it's somehow going to be magically easier or better is never going to work. It is not a long-term sustainable strategy. So this is what we deal with in the bootcamp as I walk you through the exact 5 steps that I took to break up with emotional eating and lose over 20 kilos. I suffered for 30 years with my relationship with food. I was the world's biggest yo-yo dieter. I must have lost and gained that same 20 kilos 500 billion times in my life. I swear to you. It is a sad and sorry situation, but it was true. I just could not accept the fact that, the situation of ditching the diet was really the only way to make the progress in my life that I wanted to make. I just was convinced that a diet must be the quickest, fastest way to get there. And it was for a short period of time. And then I would gain the weight back. So this was the deal, it's been years now since I finally lost that 20 kilos, and just like, it's not a big deal. Now it's off, and it's off for good. So this is what I'm sharing with you in the bootcamp, and it is the 5-step program, the exact 5-step system that I use, and it is fail-proof because it's unique to you. It's developed for you. It's adapted to and for you. So you can't fail at this because this is you and your life. It will never fail. It will never fail. So this is the beauty of the entire thing. So we're doing the binge. We're doing it. We're saying goodbye to the binge eating. We're saying goodbye to the strategies that we use to craftily weasel our way around things. Because once you come back to your center and your core, you can't go wrong from there. Once you're coming at yourself and your life from a place of love and kindness instead of disgust and hate, everything changes at that point. Everything. So if you have any questions, throw them here in the comments box, because you can always still join me. There is still time. We start next Monday at KyliePax.com/bootcamp private coaching, /bootcamp private coaching. I'll throw the link up here as well, because it is so awesome to see everybody who's here joining me live. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments box, and I will always come back and play with you later. You know how I do. And if you have any other questions or ways that you believe I might be able to help you, please feel free to private message me. I am more than happy to chat to you. And to those of you who are private messaging me, thank you so much. I really do love connecting with you all. So as we head on into the final second half of our week here, and we're scooting on into the end of September, you know the drill. There is no time for delay tactics, right? The time to start living your life is now. There is no pause button for your life, right? As one of my gorgeous friends says, it's now. Press play already. It is time, right? So this is what we're talking about. Ultimately, the only person who has the power to change your life is you. The belief that you don't do it, you can't cut it, and if you delay it, it'll be easier later on, it's only an illusion, because you do have, and you've always had, what it takes. Sending you so much love. I'm going to see you tomorrow, guys. Bye for now.